Who would have ever thought people would be so foolish to incriminate themselves in emails? Like Deuce, remember that, George?
Oh my goodness, he loves leaving
goodness.
snail trails. I mean, paper trails.
Paper trails everywhere. Like, I want to ruin his entire yes, the empire. Oh my goodness, I'm creating the Anti-What The Hales ecosystem, and it's crumbling. That was the actual mugshots of the actual arrest of the actual Anti-What The Hales ecosystem.
Well, don't forget one perp walk.
Oh well, you got paint chips in there who can barely walk. It's more of a waddle. Yeah. So that's just some of them. There are others out there. We don't have enough time to go over all of them today, and there are many more coming in court. Let's look at some of this incriminating evidence, George.
Okay. So we shared and we debunked, and we pretty much did the job of one of the investigative journalists that's been paid to harass us and to cover the story. And we call that journalist Vomit. And so he recently sent an email. So we're gonna share a compilation of redunculous emails sent by these people in the Anti-What The Hales ecosystem. So the first one was it was sent December 1st, so that was Monday, right?
Okay, days ago, depending on when you're actually watching the release of the video.
And so the name of his email to a group of people is Hale. This is coming from a journalist.
Sounds professional.
And then puts the link to our Sunday night live stream.
You mean when we
go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. It's called, I titled it Upcoming Ohio Court, It's On. And then he says, in that video, starting at 8 minutes in, Jeremy says that I missed all sorts of evidence in my interview with Michelle. So one, he admits that he interviewed Michelle, who we have a civil stalking protective order against. Says, only I reached out to Jeremy and his two attorneys, because remember, he included our attorney, his partner, who has nothing to do with this case, and then he included you, he included that umbrella guy, he included Megan, he included Shizzy, and I think that's it.
It's pretty foolish to give all that incriminating evidence to so many people.
Says, I reached out to Jeremy and his two lawyers, and none of you would provide me with any evidence. Isn't that the journalist's job, to get the evidence? I mean, we put the video out there already. He could have asked Michelle for her evidence. Says, so I'm reaching out to all of you. Please provide this evidence that Jeremy claims I missed. And then he throws in a plug for one of his social media accounts,
which we will not be plugging.
No, we
and
won't.
It's not our job to provide evidence. As a matter of fact, there's thousands of hours of evidence already online
on the channel
that we've provided the planet.
All he had to do was take the time to research it. And it's free. It wouldn't cost him anything. So that was at 5:50 p.m. December 1st. So at 6 p.m.
Wait, hold a second. What was the 8-minute mark? What was it in the live stream that he was referring to in the email?
It was you singing your 12 Days of Christmas song dedicated to the eco.
You mean the 12th day of Griftmas?
Yes, the 12th day of Griftmas. So I went back and I watched the 8-minute mark, and it was you singing about him living with his mommy.
Okay, hold a second. Let me see if it was on the 12th day of Griftmas. We're laughing at the aunties. Guano's crying too, living off his mommy. Runs like a coward, blamed it all on Jeremy. Stalked us in Ohio, follow them to Walmart. I need more Whoppers. Felons for Ducey.
Felons are us.
Slurping chicken skins, his nose is huge in a blue bucket. And Otter Creek is where to stalk Jeremy. Okay.
So he definitely got videos confused, which explains how horrible of a journalist he is. He meant to provide the link to Monday's video.
Maybe not.
Because he's talking about evidence. Nowhere in the song do you talk about evidence. I just thought it was funny because literally at the 8-minute mark, you start singing about him living with his mommy. So then at 6, which is the partner to our Ohio attorney, again, he has nothing to do with our case. We've never met him. We've never spoken to him. I don't even know what he looks like. At 6 p.m., he responds back and says, "Please stop emailing me and anyone else at my firm. My firm has no desire to engage with you." So this journalist was not happy with that response. And this is how he responds. "You're not the boss of me."
You're not the boss of me.
What a juvenile response.
You may be wondering, how in the world is he even getting these emails? Well, you got that email warrior out there, Deuce. Deuce has been constantly harassing our legal team. And our legal team is about sick and tired of it. Deuce is under so much. Well, we'll just leave it right there. You keep going on.
Okay.
Keep going on.
All right. So he responds, "You're not the boss of me. Your client is lying about me to tens of thousands. I'll stop emailing you when he stops lying about me." So let me get this straight. So he's emailing these people asking for evidence.
Okay.
And you told tens of thousands of people that he missed a ton of evidence. So how exactly is that you lying about him when he clearly is looking for that evidence and didn't provide it in his interview?
Maybe he says I'm lying that he's still living off of his mommy.
It could be that.
Oh, but he is still living off his mommy.
Remember, this is the paid harasser, the paid journalist who asked for $10,000 to cover this story. And a few months in, he still had no clue who George was.
Asking the question, who's George? Who's George? That's about as dumb as saying, who's Jeremy?
Yeah.
There is no Jeremy without George. There is no George without Jeremy. It's kind of a team effort here. Found it.
So that
gang.
One of the most ridiculous emails I have ever read from an adult who claims they're a journalist. You're not the boss of me.
Middle age, male pattern baldness, can't even afford to go and get a suit, living off of mommy, stating, "You're not the boss of me." I just can't even begin to wrap my head around it.
Most kids in kindergarten say that, but don't worry. He's the investigative journalist covering this story.
Who's hiding because he's scared, because so many people are looking for him. There are people looking for him right now because of what he said and what he's done. And he is doing the best he can to cry like a little baby and to hide, just like paint chips.
And he has a history of sabotaging other people's cases that he thinks he's helping because he's covered and done his investigative work.
And we appreciate all his help, don't we, George?
Yeah, let's thank him right now.
Namaste.
Thank you.
You can't make it up. I mean, it's... Even if you wanted to try and make it up, you couldn't.
All right, so the next email that made the top of the list is an email that Deuce, I believe, leaked to Volman, and he posted it online. So that's how we have a copy of it, because he publicly posted it online.
Deuce loves leaking this stuff that incriminates him.
But it doesn't make Deuce look good either, because this is an email from Sean Martin, LIEnette CROOK's first Ohio attorney,
who we are not a fan of, but he did everything professional, except whining and crying to the lawyer out inside the Ohio courtroom going, "Jeremy filmed me outside." And he literally even states, even though it's public and he has every right, and the lawyer...
He even does YouTube and has a YouTube channel.
Can you imagine a YouTuber crying about
Because
being
they're being
filmed
filmed.
and being put on YouTube. Not so sure I understand that.
That make sense.
Yeah. So that was the only unprofessional thing he did. As far as representing LIEnette and Crook, he was extremely professional. Did everything right for them.
So this email's lengthy. I printed it and it's difficult to read on print. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone because it's a little bit more clear. And the date got cut off because I want to know what the date was that email was written. We certainly know it was after the contempt hearing where LIEnette and Crook were found guilty of violating the CPO against me when I arrived at the town hall, and they decided not to leave immediately when they saw my vehicle.
And Levy County Sheriff did not do anything.
Okay. So,
matter of fact, Deputy Duncan, even stated on his camera, okay, so his chest cam, the audio, which is already out there, we're not going to replay it, that he doesn't trust it. We could have made these ourselves.
That's so disappointing. Like, what? I don't understand it. We thought he was a good guy, but
definitely
he's
not.
Just okay.
Definitely not.
So there is a date over here, and it says, I think it's 10/24/25. If I'm reading that correct, it got cut off.
Yep.
10/24/25. It says.
Would it be 10? No, I don't think it would be 10. It's sometime. It's some month, day of 24.
Oh, this was when it was shared.
Yeah.
Okay, that's when it was leaked. Okay, we don't know the original date of the email. Sorry, I'm all about dates and timelines, but
you want to take me on a date?
So
can we get pizza?
Dates. I am.
You want to go on multiple dates?
No, dates as in like calendar dates.
Okay, but can we still get pizza?
I will get you a pizza.
Yes.
So the letter says, Deuce. This is to address multiple issues that have arisen in the immediate past that affect my representation of our shared clients, Preston and Cook. It has come to my attention through the internets and other parties that you have contacted Attorney Heller and Attorney Hoover, who is our attorney and his business partner. And they work in the same firm.
That represents us in Ohio.
But again, we've never met the partner. We don't even know what he looks like.
I should probably take that back. The law firm that represents us in Ohio against
Correct.
LIEnette and Crook, we have different law firms for different things. For example, real estate, we use a different law firm. LIEnette and Crook, civil protection orders, different law firm. Different lawyers for different specialties.
Says they contacted that law group with a preservation letter. I actually have a copy of that presentation because it was leaked again by this journalist. Says, why was I not contacted before you engaged with opposing counsel in Ohio? I need to be kept in the loop. If you're going to communicate with parties in a case of which I am the counsel of record, your preservation letter was needlessly inflammatory towards counsel by accusing them of improper conduct, not to mention your view of the court's rulings. The entire PR campaign you have been attempting to orchestrate for our clients is the embodied of tilting at windmills. So
pause. We even have LIEnette and Crook's former attorney who doesn't like us at all.
No, and that's okay. He doesn't have to like us.
Don't care that he doesn't like us. Admitting in an email to Deuce that Deuce then releases to vomit. It literally exposes his creation of the PR. You know, the PR that Fleesa is saying, I never said I was PR, even though the entire planet has heard we are, in fact, I am PR. And a website claiming PR. All of this is just evidence for court. Yeah. Deuce is so dumb, he leaks this email that further incriminates him in federal court.
So the only other thing I can think of is that Deuce included Volmit to the email, and Volmit took it upon himself to leak it.
No, Deuce is literally that dumb.
Because he's known for CCing multiple people.
Deuce is that dumb. He would be like, here, take it. Take it.
So tilting at windmills, what does that mean? Like ambulance chasing or polyflopping?
Polyflopping.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's polyflopping.
It says all that has been accomplished so far in the name of generating PR is to make all of us look ridiculous. Half the parties in this entire saga are turncoats that go back and forth leaking the information, whichever side is the subject of their anger. He's even calling it out like it is. And they do. They flip-flop and turn against each other.
Deuce releases the most incriminating information out of all of them. I love it.
Oh, he gets better. This next sentence is pretty funny. Wait till you hear this next sentence.
I can't believe it. Okay. Keep going.
It says, we are now at the point where you lament about being mocked on the internet by third parties in your court filings. Remember when he complained to the judge about the Gainesville
song that Megan made? Best song ever!
They're laughing at us.
Laughter is what he gets when he tries to attack individuals who are innocent, but he wants fame off of their fame. And in all reality, our fame is very limited in regards to circles on YouTube. So let's say we show up at a storage unit auction. There's people that are going to recognize us.
Sure.
Flea market, definitely people are going to recognize us.
Yes.
Toy show, definitely people are going to recognize us.
Thrift stores,
Going to recognize
garage
us.
sales, estate sales.
Very niche. Now, let's just say we go to Cedar Point. There is a chance we'll get stopped 1 or 2 times, and it does happen.
Yep.
It does happen.
At grocery stores all the time.
That's such a small percentage of the mass amount of people that are there.
Sure.
So our notoriability, is that a word?
It is now, if it ain't.
We'll go with it.
Sounds fancy to me.
It's so niche and small. And even though we go to Walmart, we get recognized. We get recognized in Florida more than anywhere else,
Yes,
even in
we
our
do.
hometowns in Ohio. So, well, Egypt, we did go to Egypt. We got recognized in Egypt, but we have a pretty good, Egypt following because of your heritage and culture. But, the ridiculousness of him trying to latch on to us for fame and fortune, and he's now going to lose everything.
And so he was told no.
Everything.
He was also rejected and told no also, which explains his behavior just like LIEnette. They share that in common. Doesn't like to be told no, doesn't like to be rejected, doesn't like to be ignored, and will leave it all in paper trail and ask, why aren't you answering me? Why won't you pick up?
You're not about me!
All right, so let's go on with the rest of the email, which reminds me, remember when Volpe asked LIEnette, why did Sean Martin pull out? And she's like, oh, because he was getting static from his...
Freezing, George.
This is what... I think this is what she was referring to. What Deuce was doing behind the scenes.
George is taking lead today. So usually when we film, George goes, you have to say the bulk of it, and I'll just do color commentary in the back. And I told her today, it's you. This is your show. I'm color commentary in the back. I didn't expect you to come up with that phrasing, though. My goodness.
So I just wanted to share with you guys a compilation of some of the most ridiculous emails when it comes to the antis. It's just, you can't make this stuff up, but somehow Deuce thinks that we're so bright and so talented that we can make this up. We really can't.
He calls it our contrived bad neighbor story. I'm pretty sure he has made up a contrived bad YouTuber story. And it's failing.
He's made a contrived Anti-What The Hales EcoSystem story as well.
It's got him in multiple lawsuits right now. And he is going to lose his license. He is going to lose everything in his life. And frankly, I even believe his husband is going to leave him as well.
I'm confused. Anyways, back to the email.
Tom A. Maskin, his wife, husband. Okay.
Says
Christy Nunya.
Oh yeah, Christy Nunya.
Yeah, Christy
Nunya. If you
Nunya.
guys see that name on
that would be
on
his
YouTube,
husband.
Yeah,
that's his husband.
Yeah. I think they share that account. Anyways, it says, I had previously made clear my objections to your discussions of trial strategy and goals in a public setting. So I think he's referring to the times that he'll come on the panel of 2 fleas in the pod and discuss the strategy. Because he'll spend hours. He used to spend hours on the panel.
2 fleas committing fraud?
I mean, I guess you can call them that too.
Just like Deuce did. No, I guarantee you there were other behind-the-scenes conversations between Deuce and Sean Martin and things that we don't know about. And Deuce is so dumb, he's literally releasing it.
Yeah. Says, I shared my stances and thoughts with you because we share common clients, and out of a sense of this, it's blurry.
Maybe it's all you today. I can't read it. I can't even spell my own name.
All right, I'm just gonna
skip to the part that you can read.
There's 2 words that are really blurry. Yeah. It says, public support does not offer us any help in achieving our clients' objectives. We should be speaking through our court filings, not live streams on YouTube. So there, he confirms that Deuce is spending hours upon hours on live streams discussing the case.
Hours and hours of evidence.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay.
Says, further, your interactions with Volmit. Oh, he brings up Volmit. Maybe that's why Volmit felt compelled to share this email and to leak it, because he felt like he was being attacked and that Sean Martin's not the boss of him.
Maybe Vomit cried to his mommy and his mommy didn't do anything for baby Vomit.
Says, further, your interactions with Volmit have led to additional frustrations.
You think?
Your willingness to engage with and support him have led to the disparaging of opposing counsel, as well as baseless allegations that the magistrate is corrupt. I feel compelled to remind you that Northeast Ohio is the geographical area that where I practice and have built a livelihood. So yeah, total jab at the journalism skills of Volmit in this email.
Bad news for LIEnette and CROOK. This email is being submitted as evidence in court this week. Bad news for Deuce. This email is being submitted as evidence in court this week. Good news for Sean Martin. This email is being submitted in court this week where he practices, and therefore it clears his name and it shows separation from the Anti-What The Hales EcoSystem. So Sean was stupid to get involved in the first place, and he did it for all the wrong reasons. It's not like he went in there going, I'm going to help these poor innocent people.
Right.
He did it for fame. He did it
for his YouTube channel.
And it all blew up in his face when he found out how psychotic all these people are, and now he has to protect his reputation.
Right, because he was
in
duped.
Northeast Ohio.
He was definitely duped.
So the good news is his reputation may be salvageable when this email is set before the judge this week in court. But for Deuce, LIEnette, CROOK, writing is on the wall for him already.
So then the email goes on to say, I make no apology for the tone of this email. Your actions are only making things worse for your clients and potentially myself, and I cannot sit by idly anymore. How many people have to come out and tell Deuce that he's only hurting his clients and what he's been doing and has been doing and has continued to doing isn't helping them? Bankruptcy was genius, though. We got to thank him for that. We got to thank him for that. You ready?
Okay. What are we doing?
We're going to thank Deucey for the bankrupt idea for his client.
Namaste.
Double namaste.
Oh, double?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a double bow.
Because we're getting both pieces of the property. LIEnette says they're going to split it now in bankruptcy. That's not happening. So in regards to the property, LIEnette is half ownership. CROOK is half ownership. But they're taking it all.
All right. So then he goes on to say, I cannot sit by idly anymore. Preston and Cook have every right to retain you, but I am experiencing a significant breakdown in my ability to represent our clients and for the professional responsibility concerns that are being introduced into the situation. Why didn't Volman include that in his interview when he asked her, why do you think Sean Martin pulled out? And she gave him some BS stuttering answer. I mean, I stutter sometimes here and there, but she's like, but static, something about static, and who knows?
Sometimes I stutter too, but it's usually when I'm auctioning something off. Give it down 25, yeah, now 35, give it down 45, 55, and you bought it.
All right. And then he ends the email with, if you'd like to discuss things further, please feel to contact me. Regards, Sean P. Martin. I would have loved to know when this email was written.
We may find out in court this week.
I'm on the phone, and if you keep interrupting me, you're going to get your mouth spanked.
This next email that we're going to share with you includes McIntyre. Does that name ring a bell?
Sounds like a McIntyre who was a cake decorator at a bakery before he became a deputy sheriff.
Oh my gosh, why am I craving cake all of a sudden?
Do you think he was best at chocolate cake, vanilla cake,
marble
cake?
Casada cake. I kind of want casada cake right now. Well, anyways, I find it odd that he's on the witness list, on her witness list for
I
the
find
Ohio.
it casada that he's on the witness list.
But in this email to the Undersheriff Beecham, she's talking so much crap about him.
She puts McIntyre on her witness list, but she emails Beecham,
the Undersheriff,
that McIntyre is a liar.
He's no bueno. Yeah, pretty much.
That he's a fan of What the Hales. But she adds him on the witness list?
This is so weird. Just
you think this isn't going to come up in court? I mean, come on.
Some of the people on her witness list is comical, especially her own daughter. The same daughter that she tried to file a protective order against several years ago. It's so odd. Anyways, this email was sent February 25th of 2025 on a Tuesday, and the subject was this is Jeremy's truck. He sped by at 12:33. He sped by at 12:33. But I thought they say that you drive by so slow with your camera over the hood of your truck filming them.
Like all the way like this.
Filming them.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Sorry. Side saddle.
For YouTube content.
Side saddle. I think side saddle's like this.
I don't understand what that means.
That's what they say. Go figure.
Okay.
But now I speed by. I mean, which is it?
Which one is it? That he drives by 100 times a day slow, recording them, or that he speeds by? This woman just contradicts herself every sentence.
Can't win. Unless it's in court. And then we got a lot of wins.
Says Tina and Brian called him yesterday.
Just so we're all on the same page, Tina and Brian. Tina is the oldest of 7 kids, still alive, that sold us the ranch property illegally.
Correct.
So the reason why it was sold illegally is because they did not disclose known encroachments. If they didn't know about the encroachments, it wouldn't have been an illegal sale. But they knew about the encroachments. We have them on video talking about the encroachments, and they never disclosed it. That's the illegal part. They must disclose encroachments. They didn't.
Yeah, it was until after the sale. Then she came out and confessed.
And to be very clear, we demanded a survey to buy the property. And Tina refused and refused and refused and refused. She would not do a survey. Now, surveys are the responsibility of the seller when you're selling a piece of property to tell the buyer, this is exactly what you're getting. I had it surveyed. It's legal. She refused to do that. We finally got to the point of going, you know what? We'll just handle it later. We paid over $9,000 for the survey. Found the encroachments. They already acknowledged the encroachments. They sold it illegally. Now they're being sued. All of them. They're all being sued because we have up to 10 years to file against them. We will sue them for the entire purchase price of the property. We will keep the property and the money. So, just so we're clear, that's who Brian and Tina are.
Yes. And the survey team, by the way, were amazing.
They were great.
We even have them on film, and they're cracking jokes, and they were good people. We enjoyed working with them. And from my understanding, Tina was actually fired from the old Lark, the old schoolhouse that we.
So that is correct. So Tina was fired from the old Lark.
It was adults with special needs
and
people that are truly ADA
I don't mind
protected.
sharing because this isn't defamation, and we are going to court anyway. If she wants to start something about this as well, we can. We'll bring up her retirement or her termination, and so it was for what's the easiest way to say this? Inappropriate interactions, not of the actual type, of the physical type. Anger. I think that's the best way. And you go, Jeremy, why are you struggling with this right now? It's not a legal thing. It's a YouTube thing. YouTube doesn't like certain words, and it'll boot you right out.
Yes.
So
Which Juice doesn't understand that.
It was clients complaining about her aggressiveness with them. That's how I say it.
Okay.
That's how I say it.
So she is not a nice person.
Oh, I should have asked LIEnette. Yep.
That's how she behaves towards people that are ADA protected. So it says Tina and Brian.
Or AT&T protected still, George. Just throwing that out there.
Says Tina and Brian called him yesterday. Called who yesterday? Who's him?
Mackenlier.
Okay. Yesterday, because sometime during the night, Monday night had to have been Monday because it was their Sunday. The marker for Frankie, Kim, and Mimi's son and brother was stolen yet again. It was cemented in there, and they tore out the whole thing. Your Deputy McIntyre, please look at his audio. Please listen to his audio and what he said. He told Tina that he knows where he is all the time and that Hales is in Ohio. So she's referring to you there. He told Tina that he knows where he is all the time and that Hales is in Ohio. I do remember that.
I remember that from the audio as well, and I think it very odd that Levy County deputies
are keeping tabs on you.
Are keeping tabs on where my location is. That's a little odd, but hey, they're going to be in court anyway. Dan Owens said that I should sue him, so who am I to go against what Dan Owens says?
I am sending you proof that he's not in Ohio, that he was in fact here because I have him on camera. This time, this one that I'm sending you, he gunned by my cameras so they wouldn't pick him up. So how did she pick him up if you gunned by her cameras?
I just don't get it. Do I drive fast or do I drive slow?
I'm so confused
right
now.
At what speed do I drive so that people don't complain about me and email the sheriff department? At what speed? Somebody please tell me.
I don't think they'll ever be satisfied.
Well, they won't be there much longer. Federal court is taking the property.
Says, but that's a diesel truck. That is his truck. We hear it every day.
Can you say that again, please?
She said, that's a diesel truck.
Oh.
That is his truck. Yeah. We hear it every day. We know it.
They literally listen for the truck, and Crook will run out to the gate. No joke whatsoever.
Yeah.
And when our gate opens, it also has sound to go beep, 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 which I should turn that off. Honestly, I'm not sure how, but I should, because that signals them as well, and they come running towards me and my truck.
Yeah. But remember, she told McIntyre when he asked them, do you hear him coming? And Crook begins to say yes, and she's like, no. Which I have cameras, and it alerts us.
That is already been shown online. And so yet we show another lie of LIEnette. They absolutely hear us. They run towards us instead of away. If they hear us, they should be going away. They have civil protection orders against them.
Yes. So here she debunks herself and makes it very clear that she can hear the diesel truck coming and that they know it. We know it, she says. Your deputy is a Hales fan and is sticking up for Jeremy Hales, and I am asking you to listen to his body audio or his car audio and find out what he said to Tina and Brian, because it was wrong. But this guy is on her witness list for Ohio? Make this make sense.
Oh my goodness, I can't with these people. Oh.
Your deputy is a Hales fan and is sticking up for Jeremy Hales.
Oh my goodness.
Let me add him to my witness list,
I think he'd be a great witness for Ohio.
Maybe he'll be a great witness for us, and then because I have seen in courtrooms that certain witnesses do not help the cases of who calls on them. I've seen that happen.
Let's be extremely clear. The Anti-What The Hales EcoSystem members have been the greatest witnesses we could ever ask for. Not good for each other, but incredible for us in court.
Yeah. Low-hanging fruit type of... Woo! All right. So then she goes on to say, told him this is a civil matter. Their markers don't matter. They can't do anything about anyone stealing it. Sheriff beat him.
Beat him.
But it says sheriff beat him. It says this is enough.
Wait, it does. LIEnette is telling the sheriff to beat me. That is not, look at that. LIEnette is literally telling the sheriff to beat me.
Yes. Wow. So that's acts of physical harm right there in her email.
We haven't given, we need to actually.
Wow. I didn't even realize that was there.
100% this needs.
Okay.
Oh, you already gave that to our lawyer yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Says, this is enough. I'm begging you. This is enough. That guy is wrong. That deputy is wrong. So I'm confused. You gun through her cameras, but yet she is said this is his truck speeding at 12. Which one is it? I don't get it. How did her cameras pick it up if you're speeding through it and she can't get it?
And if I go so slow, side saddle. Does anybody understand any of this? Judge is going to.
My mother died.
What proof do you have that your mother died?
My mother did not die.
This next email.
Oh, it's a doozy. It's a big one.
It is a doozy.
It's a big toothless one. Yeah.
This is Felisa having ex parte communications, just like Deuce does. Maybe she's following his footsteps and taking notes that way. Telling the courts how to do their jobs.
Yeah, that usually goes over very well when somebody who doesn't even work, has no front teeth, can't even get out of a truck, starts telling the courts how to do their job. That's a winner right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So just a little backstory. What prompted Felisa to write this email to the courts was because her significant other,
her husband,
her paramour,
her wife. I'm sorry.
I think it's her paramour because they're not really married anymore.
You know, the weird thing is,
for benefit reasons,
took his name and then
got rid of the name, but they're still together. It's confusing. It's like a Preston Cook relation.
I don't think it's confusing. I think there's something going on there, and we're gonna find out in court. Okay. For sure. Maybe
because she didn't want her name tied to his because of his history.
He does have a very long rap sheet, but then again, she can't even put license plates that aren't expired on a vehicle,
a decade old,
or pay rent. So, you know.
Yeah, she does have a history of not paying rent, so that's theft as well. So what prompted her email was that her paramour was in violation of his probation. October 24th of 25. That's this year, isn't it?
Yeah, doing sugar booger again. As a matter of fact, in the records, 100%, Gaby Poo admits to doing the sugar booger.
Sugar booger, yeah. And this is the guy that was dressed up as Grinch around children at the Christmas event. I wonder how the parents would have felt about that.
If the parents knew this Christmas, you know, I don't think it should be holy jolly Christmas.
It should be snorty Christmas.
Yeah.
Because she wants Santa, who's also the guy to play Santa is also convicted felon, also does the sugar booger.
The sugar booger as well. You know, so you've got felons, rug addicts around children. This is not okay on any level whatsoever.
At a Christmas event, on top of that, like what parent would be okay with that? Obviously, Felisa thinks it's okay for innocent children to be around convicted felons that do the sugar booger.
Not okay. Not okay. But then again, the parents that are coming, they might be the same type of people. They are felons doing sugar booger. I mean, from what I understand, Brian and Tina are going to be there. You got Joy from Otter Creek is going to be there. I mean, she loves turning tricks to pay for the water bill. This is just not okay on any level at all.
They should have someone taking a survey at the entrance asking, are you okay with convicted felons being here working the event? Are you okay with some of these employees potentially being on the sugar booger right now around your child or your loved one? And see how they would answer that before they enter.
Play some of the videos too from Fleesa. Play some of the videos from Paint Chips.
Of how she loses her temper and loses her mind and her foul mouth.
Yeah. Oh, they should play.
The person who coordinated it all.
They should play a lot of stuff. I mean, we'll call it the National Anti-What The Hales EcoSystem Christmas.
Okay. So
should be a big hit.
Should I read the email first or the violation first?
You decide. This is your show today.
I'll read the violation first, and then we'll transition to the email of what prompted her to write this email.
I'm just glad you're carrying the weight today, and I get to be the eye candy for once.
As stressful and as stressful, frustrating, and having to feel fear for our safety daily because of these Anti-What The Hales freaks. One thing that I did learn about myself through all of this is that I do love gathering evidence and piecing it all together. And so that could be a potential career move in the future. Because
you literally just got your auctioneer license.
Well, I'm saying in the future, down the road.
She wants to
become
a lawyer. She wants to be a private investigator.
It's I don't know.
You do love to argue. Go for it.
It has been fun collecting all the evidence and piecing it all together. And so, but I can't take full credit for it because if it wasn't for our viewers helping us, because so many of you internet sleuths are amazing at doing the research. And then we go back and we double check it to vet it, because we actually do take the time to vet to make sure this information is correct before we share it. And so I would have never thought to do it on my own, but I think I could say our viewers have taught me that. Fair to say that. All right, so again, data violation 10/24/2025. It says technical violation that occurred. Violation of condition 5 of the order of probation by failing to live without violating any law, and as grounds for belief that the offender violated his probation. Officer Haas stated that on or about 10/24/2025, the offender was in possession of a rug or narcotic not prescribed to him by a physician. And then he used the C word. Are we allowed to use the C word on YouTube?
Let's just call it sugar booger.
But
be safe.
He put it all in caps.
Yes.
He said sugar booger as shown by analysis of urine sample obtained from the offender on the same day, on 10/24/25, and confirmed. Here's the best part. This is the part that Fleesa tends to just kind of look away and ignore. And confirmed by the offender's admission.
So let's show that, because Fleesa...
Well, the C word's in there.
Fleesa, I'm not worried about showing the C word. I'm worried about saying it and AI picking up if you say it. So right there, Fleesa keeps saying it's poppy seeds. And then you got bootlickers saying, no. It was cocoa leaves that a viewer sent. How in the world
why ingest
can you be
anything?
So despicable to blame this on their viewers? That is the lowest of lows. And people are listening and watching. That's so horrific.
Well, people are sending them fan mail, and they're donating to this Christmas event. Confirmed by the offender's admission. So is the offender, which is her paramour, did he lie and say that
he did it?
He did it?
is he literally lying to the system?
Who would lie about themselves?
So, yeah, I did it. I'm guilty. I did it.
Makes no sense. Like, her narrative and the way she wants to twist it makes zero sense.
Did you see anything in the court record about poppy seeds?
No, there's nothing in here about bagels or poppy seeds.
What about cocoa leaves?
No.
Caca leaves?
About that either.
Any caca? There's a lot of caca.
No.
Oh, okay.
Gang.
Okay.
And then it says sanctions and consequences to be imposed in the discretion of the court. It says the offender will be subjected to bi-monthly urinary analysis drug screens. The offender will also be required to complete a rug and alcohol evaluation and complete any recommended treatment on the first attempt. Interesting. And this is the guy you guys want around your children? As the Grinch? He was the Grinch last year. I don't know what he'll be this year. But I'd be concerned.
I'm going to guess he's going to be the pinch. He's going to... That's my guess. That's my guess. Oh, and by the way, if anybody says that's defamatory, file it! File it, fatty.
It can't be if we're reading court documents.
Oh, well,
I mean, this is official public record.
By the way, I have no problem with anybody of any size, any shape, any color, any race, any religion, whatsoever.
We have
I
friends.
do have a massive problem with the Anti-What The Hales ecosystem. So, if you want to be a part of that, I got a problem with you. Other than that, I got no problem with you whatsoever.
Okay, so this email is dated, so that was October 24th of 2025. This email is dated November 20th of 2025.
Ooh, an email from Fleesa.
And she uses her legal email.
Oh, Lisa legal.
Which I found to be funny.
She put that in the federal filing in court case against her, that this is the only email for this.
Okay, so she debunked herself on that. And she emails a employee of the court, Daytona Court, and the subject is, hold on a sec, what is the subject? Oh, she puts the case number then her paramour's name. It says, Mrs. Simpson, I have attempted to send you this email several times. Who does that sound like?
LIEnette, 100%.
Deuce.
Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong, I admit it.
That's how he gets. Why are you ignoring me? Why won't you respond to me? Why won't you pick up your phone and just call me?
Deuce asked Randy once, why won't Jeremy just say my name?
He did say that.
He wants nothing more than for me to say his actual name.
What an attention craver. Says, I have attempted to send you this email several times. I am writing to you regarding a case you prosecuted against my husband. So which one is it? They're not married. She said they're not married. Why doesn't she take his last name? Because she goes by a completely different last name, even in her legal email. Then she goes on to say, I understand that you were not the prosecutor at his arraignment. However, I wish you paid attention to what took place at the arraignment. Ooh, she getting spicy.
Spicy for somebody with no teeth.
Telling somebody to pay attention who was not the prosecutor? Like, make that make sense. If she wasn't the prosecutor, why would she have to pay attention?
I can't make sense. I only make dollar bills.
Goes on to say, attached is a video of Gaby Poo's arraignment, which clearly shows, and the judge pointed out...
Do we have this video yet?
No, not yet.
FOIA, records request, we're getting the video.
Pointed out that this was not a criminal case, but civil. Also attached is my letter. Please review it. Then she goes on to say, Gaby Poo has been on probation for nearly 2 years over this. 2 years.
Not allowed to hang out with other felons, and yet he's hanging out with Robbie all the time.
And he was around children within these last 2 years.
Ooh, that can't be good. And he's part of a fraud scheme, taking money from LIEnette and Crook with his wife, not wife,
Paramore,
his walrus. With his
girlfriend,
walrus. That ain't a girl. With his walrus Fleesa, there's some major problems here. Hey, listen, if I was with Fleesa, I gotta admit, which I would never be. I would never be.
Go there.
Just hear me out.
I don't want to hear this.
I would never be. I would probably do the same things that Gabe is doing. I gotta admit, because you got to get through that somehow.
When we first met LIEnette and Crook, it made perfect sense why he's always on the strong drink.
I would tell George that all the time. I'm like, Holy cow! It makes sense why he's always drunk.
Yes,
Because
he had like
he's
secret
around
stashes in the trunk of the car, like in the bed of the Gladiator. He would hide it there and just put it in his coffee mug or the black cup.
Yeah,
the black cup.
That one.
All right. Oh wait, this gets good. His rights have been taken away for someone claiming to be a victim and lying about what happened. A victim? Oh, the elder person that he scammed?
Not just one.
That person?
Multiple.
Because there's multiple that we know of.
All the way back to 2016 and even people before that.
Again, public records. Transparency.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
Says, my husband stole nothing. That sounds like LIEnette. That sentence right there sounds like nothing when she said Sean Martin did nothing. I give him a 0 out of 10 because he did nothing.
Or, John did nothing. Okay, Levy County Sheriff, here's all the firearms.
I don't know why people include me with him. I'm my own person. I'm not responsible for what John does.
He's my soulmate.
My husband stole nothing. There was never any grand theft. Just to make the traveling to Daytona stop, he gave up and agreed to your deal.
Wait, so people who don't work don't have time to go to Daytona? There's literally a beach. Go have some fun.
So
like, if there's one place he can find what he's getting busted for, it's probably Daytona. If anything, he probably wants to go to Daytona to get away from her and to get some more sugar booger.
How did he even end up in Daytona? Was it a hurricane victim? And he was doing work for? Like, if it was an issue to travel there for court, why wasn't an issue there for him to go and do work there for the client to say that he stole from them?
Tell you what, if somebody was pressing charges against me and I was innocent, I'd be driving to Daytona every single day.
Every time that court required me to show up if I was there to fight my fight. But it looks like he admitted to it, right? Says
we read it already. It's right here. It's literally the offender's admission right above my fingers.
Yeah, but that was about the sugar booger. This is about the theft.
Oh,
the
okay,
theft.
okay. Well, that's...
She's saying that he didn't want to drive back and forth, and that's why he's suffering, and his civil rights rights have been taken away.
So this is the theft. All right.
Yes.
Well, there's more theft charges.
So he agreed to it. So what she's saying is he agreed to it because he didn't want to drive back and forth anymore.
There's more theft charges coming.
There are
more theft charges coming. You mark my words. There are more theft charges coming.
Let me read that again. Just to make the traveling to Daytona stop, he gave up and agreed to your deal. That makes 0 sense to me if you're innocent. So then she goes on to say, since then his reputation has been harmed. How? He chose to agree with this deal and he chose to steal from the elderly.
George, don't you know?
Public
records are reputation damage. Oh, man.
He chose to violate his own probation. And you're going to blame the courts for his poor actions and poor decisions?
I'm shocked she literally did not put in there, it's Jeremy Hale's fault.
I'm surprised. But she does. I mean, she kind of weaves it in there without saying your name.
Oh, okay. Here it comes. Since
then, his reputation has been harmed. He has been publicly this is a hard word for me. I need to phone a friend. Yes. Certain words like I can't pronounce, and that's one of them. Harassed and ridiculed along with myself. This has caused defamation, slander,
then
cyber
file a lawsuit. Stop flapping your fat gums and file. I cannot stand people who go out there and threat. I don't make threats. When I say something, it's a reality. It is happening. File a lawsuit and let's have some fun in court.
This has caused defamation, slander, cyber stalking, and is affecting his and our mental health. Okay?
They're definitely mental.
Something wrong. Something's off and loose up there. This was badly handled and could have been easily sent to a civil matter. which it actually is. I am asking that you review my letter and the attached video of the arraignment hearing and listen to the victim clearly state how this is a civil and not criminal, yet you charged my husband with multiple false charges just to win points.
Remember when
win points?
When she says, I want you to read this? This is the best part of this right here. They mark it, not read ex parte.